Hey everyone, today I'm taking you on a picturesque journey to Crete. Our trip started in rainy Poland at the Pyrzowice airport, and as it happens, the plane had a slight delay of an hour and 45 minutes. But no worries, we finally boarded late in the evening. Snap a quick photo from the plane and off we go. From the window you can see the night lights of Katowice, and just before midnight we are landing in Chania. In the morning we were greeted by the beautiful warm sea in Calves, where we stayed at the Calves Beach Hotel. This hotel is right next to a lovely sandy beach. Calves is a charming, peaceful village where you can really relax, away from the hustle and bustle, and at the same time feel the authentic atmosphere of Crete. Around you there are olive groves, tavernas with local food, and quiet streets inviting you for a lazy stroll. The next day we rented a car and set off on our first adventure. We visited the Rethymno Lighthouse. It's a truly special place because not only you can enjoy breathtaking views of the Soda Bay and the high cliffs, but you can also rent a stay right inside the lighthouse. After feasting our eyes on the views, we headed to Monica's Tavern. It's run by an Australian who's created a true culinary paradise here. The food is delicious, the atmosphere is homely, and every bite is a real delight. Next we visited Yoyopoli, where a charming little chapel on the sea was waiting for us. To get there, we had to do a bit of scrambling over the rocks, but the views and the chapel itself made every effort worthwhile. In the evening in Calves, the day quiets down. The sun sets low and we head out for a stroll along the shore. No plan, no rush, just the pleasant thought that we don't have to be anywhere else. The sea is calmer, as if it's resting after the whole day. The waves gently brush the sand and the air smells of salt, dinner and peace. We walk toward the small marina in Calves. Modest, unpretentious, not pretending to be luxurious. This isn't a marina from a catalogue. It's a marina from real life. The next day brings a cruise to Balos, and this is where Cretan poetry written in color begins. Even the boat ride itself is like a promise. The wind tangles your hair, the sun reflects off the water, and the Cretan sea shimmers with every shade of blue ever imagined. This isn't just an ordinary trip, it's a passage into another world. On the way we stop at the island of Granuza, rugged, wild and proud. Here you can do two things: either dive into the crystal clear water at the foot of the rocks, or climb to the top of the old Venetian fortress that gazes out over the sea like a guardian of history. The climb is quite steep, but the view takes your breath away. You see an endless sea, ships like tiny toys, and you have that one quiet feeling: I'm exactly where I'm meant to be. sailed to Balos. The lagoon looks as if someone overdid it with filters. Except it's all real. Pink sand, turquoise water, milky gradients of color, shallow lagoons perfect for wading. The water is warm, calm, hypnotic. It's one of those places where time loses meaning and your phone's camera can't keep up with your awe. Balos isn't just beautiful, Balos is dazzling. It's one of the most stunning places in Crete, and without hesitation, I'd say it's a must-see if you want to experience the island at its most magical. The next day we slowed down the pace. First, Lake Kournas, the only natural freshwater lake on Crete. It's a peaceful, soft, almost meditative place. We rented pedal boats and drifted across the smooth surface of the water, which reflected the sky like a mirror. The water was warm, the silence soothing, and all around were mountains, greenery, and that distinctive Cretan calm that makes you breathe a little deeper than usual. Then we moved on to Ratimno, a city of artists, poets, and people who know that life tastes best when savored slowly. A walk through the old town is a journey through history. Narrow streets, stone facades, and traces of Venetian and Ottoman influences. We stopped by the Rimondi fountain, where water has flowed for centuries and time seems no matter little. We walked along a palm-lined avenue and reached the harbor, atmospheric and full of lights, conversations, and unhurried footsteps. For dessert, a little jam, a place where filo pastry is still handmade, paper thin, stretched with skill and patience. Without haste. It's moments like these that show Crete isn't just about landscapes, but also about the people and the craftsmanship passed down through generations. After our visit in Rethymno, we also headed to Marathi beach, and it was a perfect choice. This beach is located in the Suda Bay, which means that the sea here is almost always calm. Marathi is ideal for families with children, and I'm not surprised. The water is shallow, warm, safe, and sand is soft. The next day we are heading toward Elafonissi, and even the road there was part of the adventure. Winding narrow roads led us through mountain landscapes, gorges, and the rocky cliffs that made us stop and catch our breath. This was Crete in its raw, wild, untamed form, not trying to please anyone, just simply existing. And then Elafonissi, a lagoon from another planet. Pink sand, shallow, crystal clear water, and colors that look like a dream in full sunlight. The sea shifts from milky blue to intense turquoise, and the sand glows gently pink, especially where it meets the water. Elafonissi is both breathtaking and surprising, almost virgin, place that both awes and soothes you at the same time. On the way back from Elafonissi, we stopped at one of the most symbolic places in southwestern Crete, the Christokalistis monastery. The monastery stands high on a rock, right above the sea, as if someone placed it closer to the sky than to the earth. Its name means the golden step, and according to legend, one of the steps leading up to the monastery is made of gold, but only those with a pure heart can see it. The rest will see just an ordinary stone. And finally, at the end of the day, Chania, a city that doesn't shout, it whispers, and it does so very effectively. Chania drew us in slowly with the narrow streets of its old town, the scent of coffee and warm stone, the shade cast by ancient walls. As you walk, you constantly stumble upon something that makes you slow your steps. On our last day, we took a trip down to the south of Crete with Tarka w drodze, and it was one of those decisions that instantly becomes part of the family's Hall of Fame for the best ideas ever. Our kids absolutely love Tarka w drodze and their excursions, and we wholeheartedly recommended them. First stop, Glikanera, a legendary beach. Freshwater springs flow right out of the rocks straight into the sea, making the swim surprisingly cool and refreshing. The water layers mix, your body shivers, and your mind just goes wow. Plus the goats are roaming around the beach, as if it's their own private living room. It's Crete in its purest form, wild, unpretentious, and absolutely authentic. Then we arrive in Lutro. White houses reflecting in turquoise waters, no cars to be seen, silence only interrupted by conversation and the sound of waves. Lutro looks like a postcard but smells of real life. Here, time truly slows down. Children run barefoot and adults breathe more deeply than usual. If we have one wholehearted recommendation, it is this trip for kids. It's an adventure of sea, goats and boats. For adults, it's peace, views, and the feeling that we are all exactly where we need to be. It was the perfect final to our Cretan story. Sunlit and remembered not just in snapshots, but also in emotions.